This is Dale McCall. I'm glad to introduce my legendary owl, Mr. Glen Sowder. Mr. Sowder came to Yuma High School in the summer of 1963 when I was a junior. I first met Mr. Sowder at an FFA chapter meeting in July of that year. He later came to the farm to visit my SAE Ag Experience program. Mr. Sowder was a great agriculturist. He understood all aspects of agriculture and was a great teacher. He had a unique way of relating to students. He treated every student as an individual that was very, worthy of his consideration. He treated us as if we were his own students or his own children. Mr. Sowder called me in one day after we were out on a judging trip and indicated that he would like to visit with me. So we went in the office and sat down and visited a little bit, and he asked me what I was going to do in my future. And I told him I wanted to go to college and wanted to study agriculture. He suggested at that time, he said, you know, I think you would make a good ag teacher, and you might want to consider that. He then went on to say that he knew Mr. Hilbert Call at NJC, and that maybe he could work with Mr. Call and maybe I could get a judging scholarship and etc. at NJC. And that's when it all began, when Mr. Sowder tapped me on the shoulder and said, I think you'd be a good ag teacher. I went on to NJC and judged livestock, played football, and was a student body president, then on to CSU to become an ag teacher. I just want to thank Mr. Sowder for his interest in me and his support of me as an individual. You know, as ag teachers, many times we need to remember that we have great influence on our students if we just take the time to tap them on the shoulder, encourage them, and help them meet their dreams. I became an ag teacher, served as a state FFA executive secretary / advisor, and had a great career in agriculture, teaching, and school administration. And I take all of that back to my experience with Mr. Glen Sowder and his leadership. He just had that unique way of bringing the best out of his students.